What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, I want to talk about the big fight as I'm headed to, the MGM Grand to watch the highly anticipated heavyweight rematch between Olympic bronze medalist, undefeated WBC American heavyweight champion, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and once beaten Cuban southpaw heavyweight contender Luis King Kong Ortiz. Oddly enough, that one loss came at the hands of Deontay Wilder, came in the form of Deontay Wilder. With that said, I want to talk about and give my fight prediction. I believe that, oddly enough, Luis Ortiz's best round in the first fight is going to be his worst round in the second fight. Why do you say that, Blue? Because I think that by the seventh round, Deontay Wilder will have computed enough information. He would have collected enough data. He's already had 10 rounds with him. So now you're talking about by the seventh round, he would have had 16 rounds with Luis Ortiz. 16 rounds dealing with Deontay Wilder's power and athletic ability and his quickness is a very, very long time. So with that said, Deontay Wilder is going to clip and knock out Luis King Kong Ortiz in the seventh round. Oddly enough, we all know the first fight, the seventh round was Deontay Wilder's worst round in the first fight. You could argue the eighth round was bad, but the seventh round was really bad, right? So I believe that, the seventh round is going to be his best round. That number 7 is very, very powerful, right? The number 7. If you don't understand the number 7, the law of 7 and 4, I'm getting a little deep on y'all, but the number 7 is very, very powerful. So that seventh round, saw Deontay Wilder nearly out, right? This round, this seventh round in the rematch is going to be Deontay Wilder's get back. Deontay Wilder's jab to the solar plex will be in full effect in this rematch. Deontay Wilder's jab overall and patience will be on full display, for the boxing world. You saw how he set the right hand up against Dominic Brazil. Well, you're going to see a beautiful setup this go round. He's going to set Ortiz up. He's going to hide the right hand, and he's going to get Ortiz out of there. Now, early on, because of Ortiz's newfound stamina, newfound condition, Ortiz is going to be very, very active. So he's going to make a lot of mistakes. But he will not clip Deontay Wilder on the inside with that right hand. See that right hand that he clipped Deontay Wilder with, the right hook? See, a lot of people see the straight right, the straight left. That's his best punch, Ortiz, is the straight left. And so a lot of people pointed to the straight left and noticed the straight left because it was the more noticeable punch. But the punch that got the party started with Deontay Wilder was the right hook. The right hook on the sneaky right hook on the inside is what got the party started in the seventh round. And then he followed it up with a straight left because Deontay Wilder didn't properly, defend himself. He left himself open, right? And he caught him with the left hand. That's a combination that I continue to tell you guys that Earl the True Spence Jr., undefeated, unified, welterweight superstar boxer, should have landed on two-time welterweight superstar boxer, world champion, Showtime Sean Porter. When he caught Sean Porter and hurt and buzzed Sean Porter, he should have followed it up with the straight left. He didn't. Actually, he caught him with the left. He should have followed up with the straight right, excuse me. Just in reverse of what Ortiz did with Wilder. Ortiz caught Wilder with the right hook, and then he followed it with the straight left. Errol Spence should have landed, when he landed the left hook, he should have followed it with a straight right. He admired his work, and that's why he wasn't able to close the show in that instant, right? With that said, Deontay Wilder is going to be very, very cautious how the inside game plays out because Ortiz has a better inside game than Deontay Wilder. And that's partly due to Deontay Wilder's length. He's very, very rangy. It's like Thomas the Hitman Hearns. Once you get inside of Tommy Hearns, right, you could get the party started. Meaning you could get him hurt, you could get him wobble, you could get him buzzed, right? Once you get inside Tommy the Hitman Hearns, so a lot of people got the party started. You understand? But from a distance, from range, if they're very good with understanding and controlling distance and range. That's because when you're on the end of their punches, their long punches, it could get ugly. And so with in this instance, Deontay Wilder, Ortiz is a very, very high skillful and has a high ring IQ, having a Cuban background. We know Cubans have a high skill level. They come from a high skill level school of boxing. So that Cuban school of boxing, boy, it teaches you some beautiful skill sets, right? Inside and out. So with that said, if Wilder gets obviously he has the advantage in punching power. So he gets the party started easy, just a simple touch. But Ortiz gets it done, by hiding it. So Deontay must keep Ortiz at bay. He must do it at a distance. He can't get overzealous because Ortiz sets traps. So with that said, he has to be very, very cautious, very, very patient, and not allow, Ortiz to have his way on the inside. You have to keep him at bay, control the distance, control range. When another issue that I noticed that Deontay Wilder has is tying up. That's one thing that former unified British heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua struggles with as well. That's why Andy Ruiz was able to get the party started and keep the party going until the end and close the show. You understand? Not being able to properly tie up when a guy gets on the inside is a problem. So with that said, Deontay Wilder it's an absolute must that he controls the inside, controls distance. And what I mean by that is once he gets, Ortiz gets on the inside, because Ortiz is very crafty, he's very skillful. So once Ortiz gets on the inside, he will get on the inside. Once he does get on the inside, it's an absolute must that Deontay Wilder ties him up effectively, successfully ties him up, holds him at bay. Let the referee break him. Don't exchange don't let your hands go once the referee break you. Get back in distance and make him work again to get back to where he was. Make him reset. Make him have to get back. Make it difficult for him to get back on that inside. Make him have to work. That's going to exude energy. That's going to take a lot of energy out of Ortiz just trying to get back on the inside. So force him to have to work to get back on the inside. So once the referee break you, you take a step back. You don't try to trade with him right there, because right then and there, like Andy Ruiz, he's going to let his hands go, because that's his comfort zone. That's where he needs to be successful. So once the referee breaks you, he's still in distance. He's still in range. As soon as the referee breaks you, see guys still forcing their way forward because they don't want to give up the distance. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to allow you to have any more distance. So when you break them, when they break, Luis Ortiz is going to try to push forward. You see, they be trying to push the referee hand down and try to push their way forward because they are already in range. When that happens, Deontay Wilder must take a step back. Now you're forcing him a step or two back, a step and a half back. Now you're forcing Ortiz to have to work to get back in range. That's his key, to keep Luis Ortiz at bay. This is the same game plan that Anthony Joshua must incorporate against Andy Ruiz as far as distance. You must keep distance with guys like Ortiz and Ruiz. You have to control the distance. That's the key to victory for big, tall guys, especially big, tall, rangy guys like Joshua and Wilder. Wilder's more rangier than Joshua, obviously. Joshua's more muscular, so he looks a lot more stiffer. Deontay Wilder has an aesthetic physique, and he's more athletic. So with that said, anyway, he must control the distance. That's his key to victory. You understand? So Luis Ortiz's key to victory is fairly obvious. Both of their key to victory is pretty obvious. Ortiz must work on the inside. that's where he could get his that's where he's going to make his money, on the inside. He must absolute must that he gets past the jab and work his way on the inside. But to do so, that takes a lot of energy to do so, because you have to work on the inside. Wilder's not working. He could use his jab to keep you at bay, right? So he could maintain his stamina. He could control his stamina, control his breathing. You understand? So he's doing it from it's like hitting a heavy bag from a distance. Just controls it. That's what he can do. On the other hand, Ruiz has to work. He has to move his head. He has to feint. He has to, pity pat, double jab. And he's just double jabbing, not to hit the target, but just double jabbing to keep Deontay Wilder occupied to work his way on the inside. So that's you're exuding energy doing so. On the other hand, Wilder's just pumping out. All he got to do is pump out his jab. Boop. Boop. It's like just tapping the heavy bag. Boop. Boop. And once he opens up for the right hand, boop, you give him the right hand. Once he invites it, you give it to him. Boom. You understand? So with that said, I believe that Deontay Wilder in this rematch would have learned the lesson from the first fight. And I think in the 7th round, by the 7th round, he'll be comfortable enough. He'll be loose enough. He'll be, and Ortiz will start showing signs of fatigue, because his newfound conditioning is going to allow him to be active 1 through 6. You understand? Especially 1 through 5. So by the 6th, 7th round, he'll be showing signs of fatigue. That's when Deontay Wilder must take full advantage of it and close the show. Not to let himself get into later rounds to make more mistakes. Not to let himself get into later rounds for him to possibly fatigue. Now, we never seen him fatigue, but he can't even, we don't want to see it. You understand? He's 34 years of age. Father Time is undefeated. So it can happen overnight. No, don't allow yourself to do. Now you must close the show. You must absolutely close the show by the 7th round. You understand? Not that he can't do it in the 12th round. But Ortiz, that's the round he's going to show wear and tear. He's going to give it to you. He's going to invite you. You got to take it. You understand? So I believe that Deontay Wilder will close the show in the 7th round. Oddly enough, the 7th round in the first fight was his worst round and was Ortiz's best round. And in this fight, his best round for Wilder will be the 7th round, and it will be Ortiz's worst round. So the show will be closed by the 7th round. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. I got Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, defeating Luis King Kong Ortiz by 7th round knockout. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.